Today, I'm going to be talking about human trafficking. No, not that kind of traffic. Now, let's be serious. I'm talking about slavery, where people are bought and sold into labor and sex. Last year, about 30 million people were sold into human trafficking, including men, women, and children. Now let's compare the number 30 million. 11 million people died in the Holocaust over the span of 6 years. 9.5 million Africans came to America for slavery. About 600,000 Hebrews were enslaved under Pharaoh. And yet, all those numbers don't add up to 30 million. Now, let me ask you this. Why is it that we can talk about these depressing events in history without a problem, but when it comes to modern-day slavery, no one wants to hear it? Is it because they are not important to us? Is it because they don't have value? Is it too depressing to talk about? Or is it because it does not happen here? But what if I told you it does? In the US, there was about 7,000 cases reported and about 26,000 calls, meaning that 19,000 were not reported. So there was a lot more cases we are unaware of. This is a map of the US that shows the amount of cases reported. California had the most, with 912, and Alaska and Wyoming had the least, with 4. Now let's take a look at Wisconsin. Last year, there was 63 cases reported. Milwaukee was ranked 3rd in the nation for worst city, with 49 cases, and was nicknamed Harvard School for Pimps. Wisconsin Dells is another location that not many people are concerned about. Even though it may seem like trafficking is far away, it happens right in our backyard. The Grammy Award-winning group for King and Country are big activists in this issue. In October of 2016, they released a movie called Priceless. Joe Smallbone, one of the band members, plays the hero and rescues a group of girls from sex trafficking. Before they started to work on the movie, they needed to do some research and talk to the experts, and this is what Joel said. I remember being on calls with these experts and just weeping at the realities of what trafficking is in this time. I believe it's the epidemic of our generation because it's attacking the very fabric of society. This underbelly of society is growing at a rapid pace, to the point of where, statistically, if trends continue, it will overtake the drug trade as the largest illegal industry in the world. And he is not wrong. $360 billion goes into the drug trade each year, and $150 billion goes into human trafficking, and it's on the rise. It's going to take people like Ashton Kutcher to stop it. Ashton is the co-founder of Thorn, a software that can track down and rescue children that are in trafficking. In February of 2017, he gave his testimony to the Senate, and this is part of what he said. I'm here today to defend the right to pursue happiness. It's a simple notion, the right to pursue happiness. The right to pursue happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped, it's abused, it's taken by force, fraud, or coercion. It's sold for the momentary happiness of another. And he continues with, I've been on FBI raids where I've seen things that no person should ever see. I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man in Cambodia. And this child was so conditioned by her environment that she thought she was engaging in play. We have to stop normalizing prostitution, or what we think is prostitution, and realize that these young girls and boys are victimized. We've got to respect people regardless of gender. I think we need to deal with male privilege. We have to challenge the systems that perpetrate the victimization of young women and men. And one of these things is to stop normalizing prostitution as if it's a fact of life. It's not. These people are being exploited.
So when it's late, you're wide awake, too much to take. Don't shoot the forget that in the pain you can be brave, hear me say